Okay, good morning po, grade 10. So, we will now have lesson 5, and that is about the fundamental counting principle. So, dapat po yung lesson na ito ay na-discuss na ng grade 8 kayo. And I doubt na umabot kayo dito or kung natatandaan nyo pa, so babalikan natin siya. Okay po? So, malapit tayo matapos sa 4th reading period. Or I think around 2 or 3 lessons na po kasama to ay tapos na tayo. So, let's have the learning targets. So, for this lesson, you will be able to solve counting problems using the fundamental counting principle. So, before we start with the lesson, so have you ever seen or heard the Subway or Starbucks advertising campaigns where they talk about the 10,000 different combinations of or ways to order a sub or a drink? Di ba, for example, di ba parang paano ba nila nalalaman kaya daw na kung gaano karami yung pwedeng combinations nung drink sa binibenta nila or nung sub or nung sandwich, di ba? No, ano kaya yung ginagamit nila doon? So what they are using po is yung dalawang ideas na eto, yung three diagrams or yung discuss natin, di ba, yung systematic listing, yung table or grid, and yung tree diagram. And the second daw na ginagamit nila is yung fundamental counting principle. No, ano ba si fundamental counting principle? So, si fundamental counting principle po, it uses multiplication of the number of ways each event in an experiment can occur to find the number of possible outcomes in a sample space. So, si fundamental counting principle daw, ano ginagamit ng operation? Di ba, ang ginagamit niya daw is multiplication. Then, ano yung nakukuha natin? The number of possible outcomes. So, ang nakukuha daw natin when we are doing the fundamental counting principle or yung FCP is nalalaman natin ilan lahat yung pwedeng maging outcome. Diba? Balikan natin, diba? Ang outcome is yung result of an experiment. Diba? And another definition po ng FCP is, diba, sabi multiplication. So if there are A ways of doing event 1, B ways of doing event 2, and C ways of doing event 3, then the total number of possible outcomes is A times B times C. So multiply lang daw natin yung events. Now, ang tatandaan lang po when we are dealing with fundamental counting principle is that we are dealing with choices. So, yung pagpipilian, ito po yung pinakatatandaan nyo kapag fundamental counting principle, we are dealing with different choices. So, let's have examples. O, diba? Tossing a coin twice. Diba? Ano yung naging outcome dito? Pwedeng both are heads, both ay isang head, isang tail, tail heads, then tail at tail. Ilan yung possible outcomes? Ilan yung naging outcome natin dito? Diba, we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Diba, kunwari, ang kailangan lang natin malaman is ilan yung possible outcomes. So, there are 4 possible outcomes. Now, sabi kay fundamental counting principle, makukuha daw natin yung total number of outcomes by what? Total number of outcomes just by multiplying. Now, ilang beses mo daw itotos yung coin? Diba? Dalawa. So, sabihin, gawa tayo ng dalawang line to represent yung kung ilang beses tayo magkakaroon ng pag-toss ng coin. On the first toss, ilan ba yung possible outcomes? So, isang coin, itotos mo unang beses, ilan yung possible outcome? Ilan yung choices na meron ka? Diba? It's either head or tail. Ilan yon? So, there are 2. Tama? Then, on the second toss, ilan ulit yung pagpipilian mo? Mababawasan ba yung toss? Pag kunwari heads yung lumabas sa first toss, isa na lang ba yung choice mo sa second? Hindi pa rin, di ba? Mangyayari, ilang choices pa rin meron ka sa second. So, meron pa rin dalawa kasi it's either head or tail. So, sabi kay fundamental counting principle, multiply lang daw. So, 2 times 2. So, we have 4 different outcomes. So, gagamitin lang po natin si fundamental counting principle if we are asked to find the total number of outcomes. Kung hindi sa atin hinahanap yung kung ano yung eksaktong sample space, okay na po yun. Okay na po na si fundamental counting principle na lang. Pero kung hinahanap sa atin si sample space, then we need to use either table or grid, systematic listing, or tree diagram. Okay, let's have more examples. Okay, Sophia packed red, white, and blue shirts and a green, black, and khaki shorts for a 3-day trip. So how many possible outfits consisting of shirts and shorts can she wear? So again, ang tinatanong po sa atin is ilang possible combinations daw ng shirts and shorts yung pwede niyang maisuot. So, again, di ba sabi ko nga, choices ang pinag-uusapan. Sa shirts daw, ano-anong color ba yung binigay? For the shirts, di ba it's either red, white, or blue. Then for the shorts, we have green, black, and khaki. Ang tinatanong lang naman sa atin is how many possible outfits consisting of shirts and shorts can she wear? So again, choices. Event A, ilang shirts? Ang pagpipilian, ilang colors? So we have 1, 2, 3. So we have 3 shirts times ilang shorts? Ilang kulay? So you have 1, 2, 3 din. So 3 times 3. So there are 9 possible outfits na pwedeng maisuot si Sophia. So multiply lang natin. Babalikan yung example do sa tree diagram. Or kahit dun sa table or grid, di ba? Nung nag-table or grid tayo dito sa problem na to. Kung yan yung table, di ba kunwari, kung dito yung sa shirts, di ba dito yung red, white, blue. Tapos kung dito yung sa shorts, di ba dito yung green, black, khaki. Ilan yung intersection nila? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, tama tayo. There are 9 different or possible outfits na pwedeng isuot si Sophia. So, nagigets naman po ang fundamental counting principle. So, nakukuha daw natin yung total number of outcomes by multiplying yung choices natin for the first variable times yung choices for the second variable. Okay po? So, let's have more examples para mas maintindihan po. Example number 2. A new restaurant offers a menu consisting of 3 appetizers, 3 soups, 5 salads, 7 main courses, and 4 desserts. So, there are 2 questions po na binigay sa atin. So, for the first one, how many lunch meals consisting of 1 appetizer, 1 salad, and 1 main course are possible? And for the second one, how many lunch meals consisting of 1 appetizer, 1 soup, 1 main course, and 1 dessert are possible? So, dun muna tayo kay letter A. Sabi kay letter A, how many lunch meals consisting of 1 appetizer, 1 salad, and 1 main course are possible. So this down muna natin. For the appetizer, ilan ba ang choices natin sa appetizer? Ilan ba yung pagpipilian na merong appetizers? So, di ba sabi there are 3 appetizers. If you want to read the problem, just open your book and turn to page 255. Example number 2 po. Okay? Then, salad naman daw. Ilang choices for the salad? Ilang choices for the salad meron? There are 5 choices. Then, ilang choices for the main course? Main course, ilan yung pagpipilian? 7. So, according to kay fundamental counting principle, for us to determine how many lunch meals consisting of an appetizer, a salad, and a main course are possible, we just need to multiply all those 3 choices. Kung ilan yung choices natin bawat isa. So, we will have 3 times 5 times 7. So, bakit po naging 3 times 5 times 7? Kasi nga, again, there are 3 choices tayo for the appetizers, 5 choices rather for the salads, and 7 choices for the main course. So, 3 times 5 times 7 is equal to 105. So, there are 105 different lunch meals consisting of 1 appetizer, 1 salad, and 1 main course. Okay po? So let's have the second question. So same given tayo, pero iba na ang tinatanong. Ang tinatanong sa atin is how many lunch meals consisting of 1 appetizer, 1 soup, 1 main course, and 1 dessert are possible. So katulad kanina, appetizer muna. Ilan ulit ang choices natin for the appetizer? So still, there are 3 choices. For the soup, ilang soup daw yung pwedeng pagpilian? So there are 3 soups. So 3 ulit. Then main course. Ilan yung pagpipilian na main course? There are 7. And for the dessert, ilan na pagpipilian na dessert? There are 4. So for us to determine kung ilang lunch meals yung pwede, consisting of 1 appetizer, 1 soup, 1 main course, and 1 dessert. So again, multiply. So we have 3. Ito is appetizer times 3 kung ilan yung choices sa soup, times 7 kung ilan yung choices naman to sa main course, times 4 yung choices sa dessert. So 3 times 3 is 12. 12 times 7 is 84. And 84 times 4 is 3. Okay, ulit tayo. 3 times 3 is 9. Times 7 is 63. Times 4 is 252. So again, 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 7 is 63. 63 times 4 is 252. So therefore, there are 252 lunch meals na pwedeng pagpilian consisting of 1 appetizer, 1 soup, 1 main course, and 1 dessert. Okay, let's move on with our next examples. So medyo iba-ibahin natin. Hindi, pares pa rin pa na to. So, a new polo shirt is released in 4 different colors and 5 different sizes. So, how many different color and size combinations are available to the public? So, katulad kanina, ilang choices ba meron tayo? Ilang choices tayo? Palitan mo na yung color ng pen. Ilang choices meron tayo? Or ilan yung pagpipilian natin? Diba, we have yung sa colors and yung sa size. So, ilang colors pwede pagpilian? So, there are 4 colors. Ilang sizes? 5. So, 4 times 5 is, therefore, there are 20 combinations na available sa public. Kasi minultiply lang natin. Okay? Ito, medyo mahirap-hirap. Let's say yung example na ito kasi medyo kailangan ay pag-isipan talaga. Okay, using the digits 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, how many 4-digit numbers can be made if letter A, repetition is allowed, letter B, repetition is not allowed, and letter C, the last digit is even, and repetition is not allowed. So again, gagawa daw tayo ng 4-digit numbers made from the digits of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So ano ba pag sinabing 4-digit number? So let's say for example, yung hindi kita yung ballpen ko. So pag sinabi natin 4-digit numbers, so let's say kung 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lang, so ibig sabihin si 1,235. This is a 4-digit number. Tapos, present yung mga pagpipilian natin, di ba? Andiyan si 1, andiyan si 2, si 3, si 5. Okay lang naman hindi magamit kasi nga 4-digit number lang naman yung pinapagawa. So we have 1,235 is just one of the possible answers. And tinatanong sa atin is ilan lahat yung 4-digit numbers. Kung ililista nyo sila, for example, pwede si 1,111. 4-digit numbers din yan, di ba? 4-digit number din yan. So, pangalawa pa lang yan. Eh, ang tanong, ilan daw lahat? So, kung magli-list down tayo, kung mag-tree diagram kayo dito, abay, aabuti tayo ng siyam-siyam. So, dito kailangan si fundamental counting principle. So, again ha, 4-digit numbers coming from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So, doon na tayo kay letter A. Repetition is allowed. Pag sinabing repetition is allowed, ibig sabihin, counted po si, for example, si 1,111. Counted si 2,222. Pwede rin si 1,231. Ibig sabihin ng repetition is allowed, kapag nagamit na natin yung isang digit, gagamitin pa ulit natin yung isa. Pwede pa natin siya ulit gamitin. Okay? So again, 4-digit numbers, di ba yung gagawin natin? So since 4-digit numbers, alat tayo ng 1, 2, 3, 4 lines. These 4 lines represents yung bawat isang digit doon sa 4-digit number natin. So ang tanong ko sa inyo, ano-ano ulit yung mga digit na gagamitin? So that is from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So, ilang choices meron tayo? Again, grade 10, choices po ang pinag-uusapan. Now, for the last digit, for the ones digit, ilan yung pwedeng pagpilian if repetition is allowed? Ilan yung pwedeng pagpilian? O ilan ba yung digits natin? Diba? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, ilang choices natin dito? For the ones digit. So there are 6. Sir, bakit 6? Wala naman pong 6 sa given natin na digits. Again, yung numbers na sinusulat natin dun sa line refers to the number of choices. Ilang beses, ilan yung pwedeng pagpilian. Since we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 choices, dahil meron tayong 6 choices, kaya for the first digit, meron tayong 6. Sunod, sabi repetition is allowed. So kahit nagamit mo na, for example, yung isang digit dito, mababawasan ba yung number of choices natin for the next digit? Hindi po. Kasi nga, repetition is allowed. Kahit magamit mo na yung 5 dito, pwede pang magamit ulit si 5 dito. So, ilan ulit ang choices for the next digit? Okay? So, 6 pa rin. 6 pa rin ang choices kasi repetition is allowed. So for the next digit at yung nasa hundreds place na, ilan pa rin ang choices? Repetition is allowed. So still anim pa rin. Okay, for the last one, anim pa rin ba yung choices natin for this digit? For the digit na nasa thousands place value? Tama ba? Kunwari 6 pa rin ang ilalagay ko dito? No. Bakit hindi na po 6? Kasi 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 yung digits natin. Now, hindi naman counted, for example, 0, 1, 2, 3. That is not a 4-digit number. Kasi wala naman tayong number na nagsisimula sa 0. Diba? So, ibig sabihin, para sa thousands digit, si 0 ay hindi counted. So, since si 0 ay hindi counted, ilan na lang yung choices natin for the thousands digit? There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, 5 lang dito. Sir, ang answer po ba ay 5,666? No. Fundamental counting principle, di ba? I-multiply natin yung bawat choice. So, we have 5 times 6 times 6 times 6. And that is equal to 1,080. So therefore, if we will be using the digits na 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to form 4-digit numbers, there are 1,080 possible, or there are 1,080 4-digit numbers. So ito lang po yung answer na kailangan ko, 1,080. Again, yung numbers na nilalagay natin doon sa ibabaw ng line, those are the number of our choices. Choices po, pagpipilian. It doesn't matter kung wala yun doon dito sa digit na ginagamit natin, ha? Okay, next. Repetition is not allowed. Ibig sabihin, out of those 1,080 digits, mababawasan pa yun kasi repetition is not allowed. For example, si 1,221. 4-digit number siya. At nagamit natin yung digit na binigay. Kaso, hindi pwede nga daw mag-ulit. So, pag nagamit na si 1 and 2, dapat ibang number na yung susunod. Okay? So, repetition is not allowed. So, ang mga 4-digit numbers lang nabibilangin natin, for example, is si 1,235. 1,023. 3,024. Yan yung mga digit na bibilangin natin. 1, 2, 3 pa lang yan. Ilan ba daw lahat? So again, gamit tayo ng 4 na lines. Now again, yung 4 na lines na yan, those represents yung ating bawat digit. Okay? Balik tayo. Dito kasi grade 10, pwedeng dito kayo magsimula sa ones digit or pwedeng sa yung first digit niya talaga. So, dito tayo magsimula sa first digit niya. Now, so pwedeng dito, again pwedeng dito. Okay po? So, kung repetition is not allowed, ibig sabihin coming from the numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yan lang yung mga pagpipilian natin. Now, repetition is not allowed. So again po, dito tayo magsisimula sa nasa thousands place. Kasi nga, pag repetition is not allowed, normally, mas maganda simulan natin sa umpisa. Doon sa thousands place or sa pinakamalaking place value. So now, for the digits in the thousands place, ilan yung possible choices natin? So, ilan ba ang pwede natin pagpilian for the thousands place dito sa una? So, pwede ba natin gamitin si 0? Pwede ba pagpilian or isama sa pagpipilian si 0? So definitely ay hindi. So ilan lang yung possible choices natin for the thousands place? So we have yung 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 lang. So there are 5 choices. Now, para hindi kayo malito, ganito ha, pag repetition is not allowed. May ginagawa ko dito sa gilid na 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. May 6 ako na boxes. Okay? So, bawat isang box na yan, that represents yung number of choices natin. Kasi, di ba, repetition is not allowed. Dito, kaya 5 lang yung nilagay natin. Kasi, 5 lang yung pwedeng gamitin sa digit natin, yung 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 lang. Now, big sabihin, may isa ka nang nagamit. So, Xan natin yung isang box. So, represent kung ilan na yung nagamit natin. It doesn't matter kung ano yun. Okay? So, next. For the next digit, dito sa hundreds, ilan yung pwedeng pagpilian pa? Ilan yung natitira dito sa boxes natin? Diba there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, ilan yung susunod natin dito? 5. Oh, may ginamit ka po dito. Isa, cross out mo uli. Ilan na lang yung natira? Yun naman yung sa susunod. So, there are 4. So, cross out uli. May isa pa. Ilan na lang yung pwede? Na walang X. So, 3. Kaya we have 5 times 5 times 4 times 3. That is equal to 300 4-digit numbers ang magagawa if repetition is not allowed. Again, bakit naging 5 lang yung dito sa thousands? Kasi sa 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, hindi naman tayo pwedeng maglagay ng 0 doon sa una. So, 5 choices lang yung pwede natin, kaya 5. Then, since sa 6 na choices natin, may isa na tayo hindi nagamit. So, that means ilan na lang yung sa susunod, kaya 6 minus 1, kaya ito ay naging 5. Sunod, 2 digit na yung nagamit, kaya 6 minus 2, meron na lang 4 na choices. Then, 1, 2, 3 na, so 6 minus 3, kaya meron na lang 3. So, the answer is 300 different choices na merong 4-digit number ang magagawa if repetition is not allowed.